Hi, I would like to share with you a little ChatGPT-generated sermon just had created this morning. When God asked the questions, the main text of that is Genesis 3:9. But the Lord God called to the man, "Where are you?" I mean, sometimes the most life-changing moments don't come from the answers we give, but from the questions we are asked. Throughout the Bible, God often uses questions not because he lacks knowledge, but because his questions provoke truth, reveal our hearts, and invite us into transformation. Today we'll explore four of God's questions to humanity. One peels back a layer of the human condition and calls us into a deeper walk with him. So the first question God asks is, "Where are you?" That's found in Genesis 3:9. The context is that Adam and Eve had just eaten from the forbidden tree. Their eyes are open. They're ashamed. They hide. The observation is that God knew where they were physically, but spiritually and relationally, they were lost. And application for it as God still asks this question when we hide in sin, shame, or fear. Are you spiritually drifting, and have you been hiding in busyness, bitterness, or rebellion? And call that is God's not asking to condemn, but to restore. He's searching for you with grace. You can't heal what you won't admit. I mean, second question is, what is that in your hand? That's found in Exodus 4:2. Context is that is Moses being called to deliver Israel, but is full of excuses. God asks him what is in his hand is a staff. Observations that a simple staff becomes the symbol of divine power when surrendered to God. Application for that is, what's in your hand? A talent, a job, a struggle, a story. God can use whatever you have if you give it to him. God doesn't need what you don't have. He uses what you do. Okay, the third question, can these bones live? That's found in Ezekiel 37 verse 3. In the context for that is that the prophet Ezekiel is taken to a valley of dry bones, a symbol of lifelessness and lost hope. Observation, God asks Ezekiel a question that seems ridiculous: can dry bones live? Ezekiel responds wisely, "Lord, you know." Application for that is that, are there dry bones in your life, a broken relationship, a dead dream, a lost loved one? God is still in the business of resurrection. Where we see death, God sees a canvas for revival. And the fourth and final question is, do you love me? That's in John 21, verses 15 to 17. Context for that is that Peter has denied Jesus 3 times after resurrection. Jesus doesn't scold him. He simply asks, "Do you love me?" And the observation is that Jesus repeats it 3 times, restoring Peter for each denial. Then he commissions him, "Feed my sheep." Application for that is that God doesn't just call the perfect, he calls the repentant. Love for Jesus isn't just emotional, it's lived out in obedience and care for others. God's love confronts us, it restores us, and sends us. So the conclusion to that is, when God asks questions, he isn't gathering information, he's giving invitation. Where are you? An invitation to come out of hiding. What is that in your hand? An invitation to surrender what you have. Can these bones live? An invitation to believe in resurrection power. And do you love me? An invitation to restoration and purpose. So our altar call and response for today is that if you've been hiding in sin and shame, come out of hiding. If you feel inadequate, surrender what you have. If you lost hope, just speak to the dry bones. And if you failed, let love just restore you. God's questions aren't to trap you; they are to transform you. Just yeah, that's a very short sermon of the day. Just I mean, uh, uh, that's just feeling the effects of my smoking session outside. Just uh, so eventually I'll wake up. So have a wonderful day, and may God bless you.